Hi, I'm Leon Lovelace, and this is Unstoppable Force. Okay, I'm a little late with this, especially since I live in North Carolina. It applies to me and my fellow residents in North Carolina more than you other people that live in other states. But it's still important to talk about, and even though it's late, still need to mention it. That got this from the Raleigh News and Observer, and then the Raleigh legislature has repealed House Bill 2. Okay, they didn't just do a straight repeal of the House Bill 2 because the Republicans are in charge. They got a supermajority, so they're still able to really still keep a little bit of the restrictive legislation that us progressives don't like. Let me get to that. Okay, here it is. All right. It says there are three provisions in the new bill. Repeal of House Bill 2, leaving regulation of multiple occupancy restrooms, showers, or changing facilities to the state, and a moratorium on local ordinances regulating public accommodations or private employment practices until December 1st, 2020. Blue said many Democrats oppose imposing a moratorium on local non-discrimination ordinances, but he said the repeal takes the state back to what it had before HB2 was enacted in March of 2016. So at least they got rid of the discriminatory part of House Bill 2 about the transgender people having to use, the restrooms that correlated what was in their birth certificate. So that was just completely discriminatory. So at least they got rid of that. So that's pretty good. But the regulation of occupancy restrooms, I'm not sure what they need to regulate with that. So not sure why that was important for them to leave that in there. Of course, the moratorium is really the big problematic thing about this law, or how it was before. Because just in case any local communities or counties needed to, give people more protections, or even the workers more protections, they really can't, because it restricts the private employment practices. So that's actually the Republicans there being hypocrites and saying, oh, we don't like big government, we want small government. Small government is so great, so superior because it's less waste and less blah blah blah, all that fucking bullshit they keep spewing. But now here's another example of Republicans saying, yeah, we don't like small government except for when it helps us or when it helps our political partners, which is a big business. So we're going to say big government's okay, small government, fuck off. Fuck off. So we really don't like that. So hopefully whenever we could get rid of the supermajority in this state of the Republicans, maybe we could get rid of that moratorium, because that's not really helpful for the people in those local communities that really want to, pass different laws that will help them out. So this was good news. It's old, but still needed to talk about it. And this wouldn't have been repealed without the NCAA and the NBA taking a stance and saying, you know what, this is going to hurt our business. This is not going to help. Well, it's not going to help their bottom line. So that's really why they did it. Even though it doesn't help the people of North Carolina at all, it really didn't help those businesses. So they said, you know what, we're going to pull out because that's not really what they'll also claim it wasn't what they were for. So without the big businesses standing up and saying, you know what, that's not what we're for, we're going to keep campaigning and saying we're against this and you need to repeal this law and we're going to take the money away. And I guess that's what really pushed Republicans to say, okay, we'll repeal it, because just all that revenue being lost from the NBA, the NCAA tournament games really hurt those economies in those cities. So a lot of times big business really wants to crush us so they can make more money, but in this instance, big business did help us out. So it's kind of nice for that to happen every now and again. All right, so love you guys, and catch you in one of my next videos.